Today I'm going to be asking strangers to choose my makeup, so we're outside Superdrug. I've got Bobby behind the camera, Amber's next to me. And we're just going to choose some random people. Doesn't really matter who we choose. I don't know what else to say. I'm nervous. Okay, we'll go. I hope they're actually okay with me filming in here. Can you imagine that they're not? I'm going to ask the first person to choose me a primer and a foundation. Who should we go to first? Okay, so I'm here with
Alicia.
And Alicia's going to choose my foundation and my primer today. Should we go have a look?
I need to choose one. Pick the most expensive.
I like it. Ooh, I've heard good things about this. So the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Okay, cool. And then we'll choose a foundation as well.
I don't wear foundation.
Do you prefer a skin tint?
e.l.f. Halo Glow.
e.l.f. Halo Glow. Yeah. We've tried this before.
I literally used that primer and I was shocked she didn't know. So I was like, she's actually
Cool, so we'll go with the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I think I'm going to get... I've tried this before and I actually really like it. Yeah, we'll go for that one. Perfect. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Concealer and
liquid bronzer.
yeah, cool. Okay. So I'm here with Chelsea, and she's going to choose a liquid concealer and a liquid bronzer for me.
That's fine.
Any brand?
Any. Whichever is your most favourite. So I've got e.l.f. Primer and Halo Glow.
I was going to say the e.l.f. one, but I kind of want to change up. So
Yeah.
Oh, got e.l.f.
Yeah, that's fine. One branded makeup tutorial, just e.l.f.
This one's supposed to be the Fit Me one.
Yeah, I've tried this before and it is really good.
I've heard good reviews about it. There's a stick from Collection.
Ooh, this looks... Yeah, that looks like Fenty.
They look so good.
Ooh.
I mean, they look very
Yeah,
good.
I like that one. That's really good for a cream bronzer.
Oh, fresh from the box.
Oh, thank you. It looks like Fenty.
Yeah.
And then, did you say Fit Me Concealer? I probably need the lightest shade. Perfect. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Should we do a powder or should we do a lip combo next? Setting powder and blush. Okay, everyone's like purposely walking away from me like I don't want to be in this. And do you know what first? So I'm here with...
Rahila.
We walked in here and I was like, I'm so nervous doing this, I don't know why. She's going to help me choose a setting powder and also a blush.
A setting powder.
Yeah, and a blush, please.
To be very, very honest, I live and swear by Huda.
It could be any brand. Things that you haven't tried before, if you're a bit intrigued.
Well, NYX, I've heard a few good things about.
Yeah?
Can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah.
The powder, this is really, really good. They used to do a palette.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes,
Or
they
like the
did.
Revolution ones as well.
Amazing. Oh my god, they
Yeah.
were so good.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's why I like Huda as well. I'm like a Huda stan.
Have you tried her new blushes?
Yes.
Some little, I don't know what's
Yes.
the name of them. They're amazing.
They're like little baby
I'll put
ones.
down
They're
right
so
now.
good. Which shade have you got on?
There's one watermelon one, there's another one.
Okay.
I mixed the shades.
Is
Watermelon
it
something.
lychee or...
I don't know the name.
Okay, I might cheat a little bit.
Watermelon or something.
Right, okay, I might cheat a little bit because I've got the Huda blushes at home, so I might try them in my video instead. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you, Annie. No, it's fine. Thank you.
Wow.
What is that? Is that a plug?
Like milkshake.
Oh, that is really cool.
It's only £3.
Should we get this?
Yeah. Hi, nice to meet you.
So we've got primer, foundation, concealer, contour, a powder blush, and I think we should do a lip combo next. Yeah. Oh, cream blush. No, we've got a cream blush. Have I not got an approachable face? Am I the problem? I'm scared. She walked away. Okay, so I'm here with
Amy.
and
Georgie.
and they're going to choose a lip combo for me. So they're going to choose a lip liner and a lip gloss.
Fortune Cookie by NYX for the gloss.
I've tried this before and it is really nice.
really good.
And then,
Collection? Collection. Yeah.
okay.
It's like a twist up one.
Ooh, these look like really nice shades.
Cappuccino.
Ooh, that looks like a dreamy combo.
So good.
Ooh, thanks, girls. Thank you. I feel like not many people want to be in the video, which is completely understandable because like they see a camera and it's a bit daunting. So we've got a primer, a skin tint, cream contour, concealer, blush, and then a lip combo. I
think you did pretty damn
yeah. One thing I've concluded from this is everyone loves
Really likes out.
e.l.f. Yeah.
And affordable makeup.
Yeah, like a fair mix. I think we've got more collection than we do e.l.f. I'm excited. All of the girls that got involved, I actually can't thank you enough. Obviously there was going to be people that say no because like I said at the end of the last clip that you saw, when you see a camera it is a little bit daunting. But we've actually got a lot of good products here. This is mine by the way, I'll explain that later on. One thing that I've concluded from this is a lot of people love e.l.f. The girls that we approached mainly was at the e.l.f. stand, like we'd just keep going back around to that area, and a lot of people did want to choose e.l.f. but then realised we already had e.l.f. in our basket, so chose something else. A couple of these things I've not tried before, a couple of things I have, so I will mention that throughout the video as well. But the first thing that I'm going to go in with is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I've heard nothing but good things about this. Never tried it before, so I'm really intrigued to see what it's like. Me and gripping primers, sometimes we get along and sometimes we don't, just because I feel like they can really make your makeup pale if you're not careful with the foundation that you pair it with. Oh my god, this is a lot thicker than a normal one. Doesn't have a scent to it. Does just feel like a regular tacky primer though. I've got a high-end one in my drawer behind me, so I'm interested to see if this will feel the same. It's from Milk. A lot of people say that the e.l.f. one feels a lot like Milk. It goes on very silky, and it doesn't feel like, it feels tacky, but it doesn't feel like stringy. I do love a gripping primer though, because I feel like it makes your makeup last all day. That went on really nicely. It does give you a little bit of a glow, which I like. I'm going to leave it for a few seconds just to see how tacky it actually is, and then I'll stick something to my face. The reason I went into Superdrug as well is because I just want people to know that you don't have to go out and spend all of your money on high-end makeup. And to be honest, Superdrug was rammed. Like, there's so many people out there that love affordable makeup. You don't need to go out and spend all of your money on expensive makeup. I'm going to stick this to my face. There is a gripping primer that I've tried before where I've left it to set and it just doesn't do anything. But it's nice that this one actually does. I'm not sure how much this was. Put the price of everything on the screen. It just feels like an ordinary gripping primer. It just feels exactly like the high-end one. We've got the e.l.f. Halo Glow next. I have tried this in the past. This has got so much packaging around it. I actually really liked this when I used it before. I picked it up in the shade light medium, just because I'm a little bit more tanned. I do think it is comparable to the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, but the Flawless Filter is better, but it's way more expensive. The only issue I had with this is when I've left it sat in my drawer for a little while and then I go back to using it, kind of smells like feet. Does that make sense? Like, it's kind of a little bit cheesy. I do think that is going to be a pretty good match. I'm also interested to see what this looks like on top of the primer, to see if the primer makes this pill or not. So I already know that I like the finish of this foundation. Well, it's more of a skin tint, but you can build it up to be a little bit more medium coverage, definitely not full. But if you're running out of the house and you want to chuck something directly on your face, I would recommend picking this up if you've not tried it already. I'm going to use a brush and I'm going to pat it in this way. I'm not going to swipe with it because I feel like with that gripping primer underneath, that could sort of cause it to pill as well. This shade match is pretty good. Like, I feel like it matches my tan pretty well. Do you see how it just evens out the complexion perfectly, but there's no like glitter in it? Because that is one of my pet peeves. You find something that claims that it's nice and glowy, nice and dewy, put it on your face and you literally look like Tin Man, and there's just like a boatload of glitter inside. Oh my god, I should have got people to choose my shades for me. Imagine. What shade do you think I am? I really wanted to try and like go to some men. I did actually go to a man and he looked at me like I was off a different planet, and before I even finished my sentence he was just like, no, I might do that next time though, because I might turn this into like a monthly or every 2 months turn this into a series. But next time I'm going to get people to choose my shade for me. So what shade do you think I'm going to be? And not just foundation either. I think next time I'm going to get someone to pick an eyeshadow palette. Yeah, that combination is beautiful. Like, if you look up close, there's no pilling. They sit on top of each other so well. The first girl's done such a good job. I've got high expectations for this. I feel like it's going to turn out really well. For concealer, I've got the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 03. I've tried this before, but it was like maybe in lockdown or before lockdown, so it's quite a while ago. A lot of people do say that this is a dupe for the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Now, I will be the judge of that, okay? One thing about the NARS one is the applicator doesn't really hold too much product, so you constantly have to like dip back in. It does have pretty good coverage though. It's not like intense full coverage. I cannot get the wrapper off this. Jesus Christ, I'm like fighting for my life. I can't actually remember what the coverage is going to be like on this. That's a pretty good shade for highlighting. Maybe it's a little bit lighter than the shade that I usually go for, but I did pick this shade out myself. I'm just going to whack on the concealer. I think I'm going to do one side and then we can compare it and see how much it covers up the under eye circles. I'm going to go in with another brush. Again, just because of that primer that I've got underneath, I feel like stamping the product in is going to be better than rubbing it. I mean, I would stamp it in with a sponge anyway. I don't know, I'm just using a brush. This one's from ISO Clean and it's the 015 brush. I think that's actually got a decent amount of coverage to it. Obviously I've not blended it completely underneath my eyes, but you can see the side by side that it's really lifted my face. Sometimes with more affordable concealers, you'll get like the lightest one so that you can lift and brighten, but there's just not much pigment to them, so it kind of just blends into nothing. And then I'm also going to run a little bit of that just underneath my brow to try and shape it a bit more. I like how it still has that little bit of a glow to it. There's one thing that I hate about concealers, and it's when they're really dry and heavy. When they claim that they're matte, but they're actually like the Sahara Desert underneath your eyes. And then you go to put powder on top and everything just looks like really thick and heavy. But if I come closer, hopefully you can see the difference side by side. So I've still obviously got like more purple and blue tones on this side, and it's actually covered a lot. It's definitely not the most full coverage concealer, but that's not what I was expecting anyway. Listen, any of you girls that help me choose these makeup bits, I'm going to need to know exactly who you are, because so far I am really impressed. I'm going to highlight with this concealer as well, so I'm going to put it on my chin, my nose, and then also a little bit on my forehead. It's not identical to the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I'd say this is a little bit more glowy and actually a little bit more hydrated on the skin. Right, I've spoken about this concealer for long enough. One thing I'm really excited for is this from Collection. So this is the contour stick. It says it's creamy, blendable. I think it's from their Gorgeous Glow collection, and I've got it in the shade 3. This looks identical to Fenty. Like, the entire packaging, the shade looks a little bit familiar as well, so I'm really excited to put this on. I think I'm going to put it directly on my face. I was just going to put it on the back of my hand at first and just see how this applies. I've never actually tried this before. It's definitely a lot more cool tone, but that is what a contour is. It does go on the skin pretty nicely though. I am putting on a little bit extra than I usually would, just to try and get the pigment onto the skin. And then a little bit on the chin as well. I've got high hopes for this. It feels really creamy when I'm putting it on. I'm pretty sure this was £3 or £5 as well, so really affordable. And then a brush just like before, and I'm going to stamp it in. Hopefully it's not one of those products that dries down too quickly, so I can't blend it out. Oh, it's not actually super grey toned when you blend it out. It does still have a little bit of a warmth. It's more neutral, I'd say. Anyway, because I do actually really like this. You can see it has created a shadow. Obviously I shouldn't have done this side just yet, but you can see that there is more of a shadow on this side of my face. I've not used contour in so long. Usually I'm just like a bronzer babe and I just stick that on instead. But I do actually like mixing the two, like a bronzer and a contour. Usually if I was contouring, I'd go in with a bronzer first and sort of use that as like a transition shade and then melt the contour into that. This isn't drying down too quick either, which I like, and you can see how quickly everything's blending out. I'm going to do this side of my face, but I'm not going to cut this part out, and then hopefully you can see how quickly it blends. But I'm just starting from the top of my ear, and then I'm sort of stopping at the corner of my eye, and then that is literally it. Like seconds to blend out. I feel like we all assume with affordable products, they take a little bit longer to blend out than high end, but that's not always the case. I'm gonna be honest girls, I'm not really a pro when it comes to contouring my nose. I just whack it on and hope for the best. But what are our thoughts and feelings so far? I think we're doing pretty damn well. I haven't heard one person speak about this. I've not seen it on TikTok, I've not seen it on YouTube. Honestly, I don't know why. I'm not sure how many shades they had. If it was only the 3 shades that she picked up, then they could definitely improve in that area. Like 3 shades for a contour. We're in 2025, I don't feel like I need to say anything else on it. We could definitely expand in the shade range. But this is so creamy and so blendable. And I love the shadow that it's given. So we was thinking about getting a powder and a cream blush. Now the girl that, I'm gonna say interviewed, the girl that I spoke to, she's a Huda Beauty stan, but because I'm trying to stick more towards like affordable makeup and everything, we did pick up this cream blush, well Amber did, we picked up this cream blush from Collection. She said it was £3, it's in the shade Raspberry Ripple, which looks gorgeous. And then I'm gonna use this powder, so this is what I've already got in my drawer. This is from e.l.f. I've used it before, so I can tell you exactly my thoughts and feelings on it. I was gonna cheat and I was gonna use the Huda ones that she'd mentioned, but I feel like just to keep this more affordable, we'll stick with what we've got. Why is everything impossible to get into? Oh, I love how this is called Raspberry Ripple. That is so cute. I'm gonna swatch it quickly because I've never actually tried anything like this before. It does kind of just mix in with the white, which is exactly what I was expecting. Oh, it's really silky. And it is a lot paler than I expected it to be, but I suppose that's because it's mixed in with like the white pigment. Seems like it's gonna blend out nicely. It's kind of got like a velvety feel to it. I'm gonna go in with more of a concentrated brush. I feel like here you'll actually be able to see the colour. I'm not sure how pigmented these are, so I'm just going to go directly on my cheek, and I've already put too much on, I feel. Do you know when you swatch something and you're like, oh, that's not going to be that pigmented, I'll just load up my brush? Yeah, don't with this. I actually really like this colour. I'm not sure how many of the shades that they had, but I think this is gorgeous. I've definitely put on way too much. It's blending out though, which is a good sign. Right, I'm just going to stamp the product exactly where I want it. I'll put a bit on the end of my nose as well, and then when it comes to blush, I do like to put a little bit on my forehead here, especially during summer. And then I'm going to take my foundation brush and just stamp that in a little bit more. It is definitely blending out, which I like, because I know sometimes you can go in really heavy-handed with blush, really easy like I've just done there, and then sometimes it just sticks in a certain area on your face and it doesn't blend out, but I'm not experiencing that with this. The pigment as well for £3. £3. This is exactly what I mean when I say that you don't need to go out of your way and spend a crap ton of money on expensive makeup. This is how we're looking so far, and I'm going to be completely honest with you as well. I've got quite a bit of high-end makeup behind me, and the way that this is turning out, I'd say it doesn't look any different to high-end makeup. Love the blush, it's got a nice pop of colour to it, my skin's really dewy. I am going to set it in place with this. So I did previously mention that I have used this before. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. It's such a thin, finely milled powder, and it doesn't like congregate underneath your eyes, because I always use this specifically underneath my eyes. I use it just like I would with a regular powder. Tap a little bit into the lid, take a powder puff, and then I always pat it in the palm of my hand so there isn't too much there, and then just go in underneath the eyes. And you'll see that it does have a brightening effect to it, but it also like instantly mattifies. But it doesn't look heavy. And again, this is a powder that I've not really seen many people speak about. I've got this powder in the shade Light, by the way, and I have already done a wear test on this over on my TikTok. Funny thing, right? When I did the wear test, I actually got stuck in the rain, and you know what? It held up really well. And then last but not least, we've got a lip combo. I am so freaking excited for this because the girls that we spoke to already had like a stunning lip combo on. I don't think it was drugstore. I think it was more high end. I think they mentioned Sephora. I'm not sure. If you're watching this, did you mention Sephora or have I just made that up? But I think they've smashed it out of the park. They obviously know exactly what tones to go for. I've tried this before. It's the NYX Fortune Cookie Butter Gloss. Such a gorgeous like peachy pink sort of shade. And then they went for a lip liner from Collection, which is in the shade Cappuccino. Again, something that I've never heard anyone speak about. Oh, this looks gorge. This looks right up my street. When it comes to a lip liner, I want a nudie brown, but I don't want it to be too warm toned, and I definitely don't want it to be too cool toned. I'm gonna take off any lip balm that I've got on. I'm intrigued to see how this actually goes on as well. Like, is it more of a drying formula? Oh my god. That is so creamy. Like, I didn't expect that at all. Look at this shade as well. Look at how perfect of a brown this shade is. This is Cappuccino too, because I know that people are going to go absolutely wild for this. This looks a lot like Morphe Sweet Tea. Like, it's still got that warmth to it, but not too much. No way, because look at this. Even without the lip gloss. That is like the perfect nudie brown sort of shade. I think it's going to look so good with Fortune Cookie though, because like I said, I've tried this in the past and I absolutely love it. That just went on so unbelievably creamy. Like, I didn't expect that at all. I honestly thought it was going to be more of a drying formula. BRB, just going to have to wait another 3,974 years for me to open this gloss, because everything has got like 12 different layers of plastic on it. I mean, first, hygiene, I get it. This is really nostalgic. I actually had this gloss when I first started my YouTube channel. Oh my god, and it smells so good. Stop. Amy and Georgie, you are my new go-to girls whenever I want a lip combo. I just knew as soon as I saw them, they knew exactly what lip combo to choose. This is, honestly, without sounding really dramatic, this is actually the perfect everyday lip combo. I'm obsessed. I don't mean to be that girl that's like, I'm obsessed, but I am. And I actually think the entire makeup look itself, honestly, just looks so good. Like, you wouldn't think I've gone out of my way to purposely buy drugstore products. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. My favourite thing from this entire look has got to be the lip combo. I feel like you were all expecting it at this point. I literally didn't shut up raving about it, didn't shut up telling you how excited I was about it. That is the end of today's video. This is really different, something on my channel. I've never actually done anything like this before, but I think makeup challenges like this are so fun to watch, and they are better than just like an average like get ready with me everyday makeup tutorial and stuff like that. That's what I personally think anyway. I feel like it's just more entertainment for you guys. Leave comments down below what you think of the makeup look, the videos that you want me to do next as well. Thank you all so much for watching. To the girls that got involved, thank you so much, because it actually means the world to me. I'll see you all in a brand new video. Bye!